Welcome back to Gamify This, the podcast game show featuring the artist, Samuel, the gamer, Sean, the nerd, Puzzle. Join us as we compete to come up with the best gamified solutions to our daily experiences in Gamify This. Hi everybody, welcome back to Gamify This. I'm Samuel, I'm gonna be your host tonight, joined by my two co-hosts and competitors, Puzzle and Sean, the nerd and the gamer.
Hello. Michael, what happened to you?
Sorry, there was very loud music. I had to turn it down.
Oh.
Did you interrupt me?
Puzzle's a nerd. Puzzle, what's something nerdy you did lately that doesn't have anything to do with school? Well, you always seem to gravitate towards your studies, and that's fine, but that's because
that's the only thing I've been doing lately. I'm okay. Are you okay?
Think outside the lines. The things that happen between that, around that.
Anything related to any games?
I haven't.
It's okay. You just suck.
Well, what's something cool that happened that you enjoyed?
Sean, Josh, and I found this fun game where it's like GTA, but instead of violence, you're a little clay guy doing jobs. It's called Wobbly Life.
I liked that one game you were playing that looked almost like an anime action film.
Oh, Hi-Fi Rush? That is a good game. They didn't hype it up enough, so it just kind of appeared and disappeared.
You see, then that's what I'm going to do, because this new game that I'm going to be playing called Heart Built. I'm going to build a music video out of my heart. And then when I'm done, I'm not going to release it, but I'm going to work on getting other people pumped up. And Puzzle set up the scoring system and everything so I can make sure I do that right leading up to it.
I guess I've been nerding out about tech. I've recently gotten into like all the things to look at in a TV because I'm thinking about getting a giant, massive, big old 4K TV for the living room.
Are you kind of like me where you learn about something and then every other thing you learn about seems to have crisscrossing terminology and stuff, so it's like the same code and you can build from there?
Yeah, it's a lot like that. Especially in tech, because there are a lot of things that do crisscross, because, you know, electricity is electricity and functionality is functionality. Basically everything's built as a replica of the human body.
Ground wires are always green like grass, which goes on the ground.
Grass is blue though.
No, it's black. Sean, you're muted.
Bluegrass.
That's how I've been writing my book. I've been going to terminology type stuff where I already something I'm familiar with, and then I substitute it for what might be the more accurate version of the word, or like the word parts and putting them together. And so I'm like, I don't actually know that much about video games, but I'm writing the book as if I'm a life video game expert. And I'm also changing up how I describe different things. Like when I'm describing Puzzle, I describe him like a robot. When I'm describing Sean, I describe him like a bored teenager. And when I'm writing about myself, I write about a sadly dreamy artist. It sets the bar for each of us so that you want the Spock-like character to find love, you want the bored teenager to find interest in life, and you want the dreamy, sad artist to find fulfillment. Yeah.
Why do I need to find love?
Anyway, that's not exactly what my book is about, but the purpose of the book is to help people want to live. And that's what that is. And Sean, what is a game you've been playing? Puzzle already mentioned that one.
I actually am starting to make a game to help me with school motivation.
I'll see it on the recording.
You have a progress bar?
Yeah, this is the first...
I thought that was a little Lego person.
This is the first draft. It's really bad because I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down and I tried it to see how it worked. I like, for instance, I tried doing a percent for my school for the week, and it turned out that I had to do a bunch of math to get that to work because I would have to add up all the percents.
Plus, percents already feel super schooly because that's what grades are based on, so that's not much of a game. It's not much of a separation from reality.
But I was thinking it's like a progress bar, like in Lego Indiana Jones, where you had a block of studs, and as you did it, you got better and you get farther along, and then once you have more studs, you get more money.
That's all of the Lego games,
That's
Sean.
yeah, but I remember it in Lego Indiana Jones.
Okay, fair.
Lego Indiana Jones was awesome. There was this one level. No, stop it. Okay,
Are you battling your demons again?
I think so.
He's battling his Ians.
Oh.
His demons.
So anyway, I've tried it. I made a little bar instead where green is like you've done enough work for the week. Like you've never done enough work for the week, but like if you really need to, you don't have to do any more. Yellow is like it's like maybe you can stop there if there's something really bad that happens that week, and orange is like no, that's just bad.
Wait,
Oh.
is there no good outcome?
What?
Because even the green was like, but you never do enough anyway. What is the enough? Does it not exist in the system?
What I mean is not that you haven't done enough, but that there's always more to do. So, like, you can chase stuff for extra.
Okay.
You get into the green, and then that's the reward, is that you got in the green, that you're succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a happy, because if you can get past that bar, that means you did good, and then you get satisfied with yourself, and then all of that happens.
What's the metric that's everything's based off of? Like how do you get into the yellow? How do you get into the green? Or is it just when you feel like you've done enough? Because that could be very biased.
Yeah. Arbitrary, or not entirely arbitrary, but I assign points to tasks based on how hard they are for me and
Okay.
how long they are and how much I don't want to do them and stuff like that. So I assign higher or lower point rewards for doing those things. And I don't stop making points, because basically what happens is each week is going to have a different point total. Like this one has 76.
Okay.
And so like for 7 pages of science plus doing the on your own questions, I put 7 points for each of those, and I'm doing that 3 times this week, so that's 21 points for science this week.
I was scared you couldn't multiply 7 by 3.
Yeah.
Well, that was really good conversation, guys. Sean,
Thank you.
what's 7 times 5?
7,
35.
14, 21, 28.
What's 35 plus 14?
35 plus 14 is 49.
49. Sean got 49 points.
What the heck?
For that gamified solution that we
Whoa,
hadn't even asked for.
Our metric of measurement drastically changed from last week.
Yeah.
We're normally working in like single digits, and now we're like, he's already halfway to 100, and we haven't even officially started the episode yet. What is happening to this world?
The scoring system's a little different, and Puzzle got 7, 14, 20, 28. 28 points for helpful questions about the game that he was doing. So those are some good startup points for you already, right?
But
Right from the get-go. Johansson Vermeer.
Yeah.
And now that we're all set up in our gamified thinking, I want to remind you guys what kind of scoring system we're working on. We'll go for daily achievements, practices. You think about a star, something that you want to focus on daily, something that you do little day-to-day improvements. We have games where you're talking about life improvement, things that make your life better, like eating, spending time with friends,
eating friends,
religious practices, therapeutic practices, those sort of things. Necessary evils, the things we try not to think about, the things we sort of suppress, like upcoming deadlines, work projects,
murder,
and turning them into a thing that you really want, like that you get excited
that you look
about.
forward to.
Go from dreading it, to being excited about it. Power-ups, things that change who you are, make you a more powerful individual. All right. And so we'll see which kind of game we're playing today.
All
so
right.
we are going to gamify. Oh, we already did running.
Oh,
Follow up with friends. This is a life improvement. Following up.
Ooh.
So like somebody texted you today and you've been waiting all day to get back with them. Or you thought about a friend who you've not talked to in a long time. And, after 3 years of not talking to someone, they're likely not actually still your friend. If you check in on them again, they're probably a very different person than they were before. So those moments when you think about somebody, you go the effort, you actually reach out to them or something. That's a life improvement. So we're going to be playing a life improvement game today about following up with friends. I want to remind you guys that it is up to you to come up with a game. Keep in mind those other values of day-to-day practices. Give yourself stars, the power-ups that make you a more powerful person, somebody like beyond the limit, like, I didn't really know that this was me, the stuff that makes your life better, and the necessary evils that you can get excited about, but with a special emphasis on well-being. And I will give you 3 minutes for your first draft on how you would make a game out of this, starting now.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is this going to be the old-fashioned games and titles, or
Game and title. I want you to give me the game, give me the title last, if you can. I liked that setup, and then I'll tell you what we're doing after that. All right, that's time.
I'm definitely, absolutely, perfectly ready, and I'm not stalling for time because I'm ready to contribute my game, which is called
Wait. I need to give you your point for readiness, right?
You mean 3 points?
No, you get 7 points.
This game is called Friendship Forge. It's basically 3 mini games. So the first game is called Friendship Fortune. You're going to create a collection of fun and meaningful tasks that enhance your connection with friends. These tasks can range from sharing favorite memories, going out to watch a movie or go to a theme park or something like that. Each day, randomly select a Friendship Fortune task to complete. Upon completing a Friendship Fortune task, you earn points or tokens that contribute to your overall rewards. So this is more of like the spontaneous sort of thing, where everyone contributes into the fortune bowl and you pull a fortune and have to do that thing kind of as an icebreaker. The second one is collective rewards. You're gonna set a group of your friends who are interested in gamifying their interactions as well. You're gonna set a collective goal for the group, such as reaching a certain number of interactions within a week or achieving a specific milestone together, like if you're working on a project together or a school project, something like that. And then when the group successfully meets those goals, every member gets a shared reward. And this could be a virtual group activity, a badge, a sticker, achievement, or bonus points for the overall game that hasn't been created yet. And then the third game is called Initiation. Dedicate 1 day a week for Initiation Day. On this day, someone is encouraged to tackle necessary but perhaps less enjoyable tasks related to maintaining connections. These tasks could include sending follow-up messages to people you don't get along with, setting up plans for a get-together, because that's often the hardest thing, or making sure you're up to date with each friend's life. You earn double points or unique rewards for completing Initiation Day tasks. This incentive makes these necessary tasks more engaging. Remember to track your progress and interactions either with a physical journal or a digital tool. Visualization is key to maintaining motivation. Adjust the system based on feedback and your personal preference, because the goal is to make staying in touch with friends a rewarding and enjoyable experience.
Nice.
Very good.
It's the best I could do to scrape together something within 2-3 minutes. I give no apology. I think it is decent.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
I'm going to sure to hit on a lot of your points.
You did. Okay.
Cool.
Puzzle got a certain number of points. I really did like how you incorporated some of those other ones. The only ones that I really noticed myself were the necessary evil one. I mean, you're talking to me. In Initiation, exactly. I really liked that game. I thought that game is a really good idea. And I liked that in your Initiation game, you had a daily practice of keeping a journal to show the progress. Like that's hard to maintain, like the consistency, but that also shows the progress, that like that progress line that you were talking about, Sean.
Yeah.
I didn't catch much, and you don't have to tell me, it's just I didn't catch much in the way of power-ups, but in the way of wellness, well-being, you knew that was the central theme, so you made sure that it was clear that was what this game was about.
Oh, shoot. Hang on. While Sean gives his game, I'm going to do Elevate.
Oh, me too. Wait, I need to pay attention because I'm hosting. Sean, are you ready?
I am ready.
Good.
My game's name is Accumulate. This game is focused on accumulation. It has I did some drawings. It has an account card that you have throughout the game. As you interact with your friends, these stats on your card grow.
I wish I could see this.
The stats on your card accumulate or subtract from themselves if something bad happens. There are a few things you can do in this game. There are quality points based on in a friendship interaction. Whenever something good happens in those interactions, you get quality points. Those accumulate forever. It's like XP, and different things will give you different amounts, especially if you do something new or unique. There are also times followed up, represented by the little square right there. This won't be a high number because most people don't have hundreds and hundreds of friends. It's probably going to accumulate very slowly, but it shows people, because this is an online game, that helps with accountability because it's very easy to get sedentary. Like, I just don't need those people anymore, or I don't want to make the effort to reach out to them. There is also a stat called Friendships Recovered, represented by the fire icon on the card. What happens in these, like for instance, I had a drama a long time ago where I had a crush on someone and then they didn't want to be friends with me, and then the relationship blew up, or the friendship blew up for a while, and then we actually got back to being good friends. So in that scenario, that would be represented on my card in the fire icon as a friendship recovered. And
I thought you were going to say as an old flame.
Oh, no. Well, yes, that's true, actually. There are also achievements that you can find throughout your interactions. If you think of each interaction as a level and think of each friend as a phase, well, that doesn't sound quite right, but you know what I mean.
Wow, I'm just a phase.
Each friend is a set of levels. Each friend that you're trying to reinitiate with. There's also something on this card. This represents the amount of regular friends that you have, like, in the game. Hang on, give me a second. There are also power-ups you can earn by gaining XP. So if you do something really social, well, I guess this is all social. If you say something really funny that makes them really laugh, that gives you a power-up, and power-ups are like items that can be summoned during interactions to make those interactions either easier or like higher quality. If you practice doing jokes a lot, you can get those power-ups and become naturally funny because you're doing it anyway, and then you get the power-ups, and then you summon the power-ups during your interaction, and you use them and you get really good at it. And this is where you can kind of specialize and become a type of character, like classes and stuff. If you want to focus on being funny, you can do that. If you want to focus on being very kind, you can do that. You can multi-class if you want. And all of these things snowball together. It's going to be a grind to start it going, but once it starts going, you see the rewards and you see improvement in yourself and how you interact with people, and you see improvement in your interactions, and that gets you more XP, which gets you more upgrades and stuff like that. So the last thing is this stat on your card, represented by the circle that you probably can't see, called Friendships Reconnected. And this doesn't mean your friendship exploded and now you got it back together. This just means, hey, you had a friend and they moved away, and you got back together and had conversations, and you actually started those friendships again. Not that anything bad happened to the friendship, but that it kind of just drifted apart, getting interaction kind of rolling and making it enjoyable in unique ways. That's what Friendships Reconnected is. And all of this stuff is accumulated on your card that other people can see and that you can see. So that is accumulate.
Very good.
Thanks.
I especially liked you actually have character customization in your game. You really paid attention. I was talking about lightning bolt power-ups and how these are the things that change you. I can tell you were really paying attention to that by the way that you described this aspect of your game.
I pulled all of that out of nothing.
That's really good. And what that did for you is it got you a lot of points on the power-up level. Just keep in mind that this is more about the wellness aspect. So there were some things that you brought in there though that really helped me think about it fresh. Because what's really challenging in these kinds of games is the game starts out with this is what it's about, and you have to reintroduce the value so that I think to give you another point for it. You know, as if you're reinventing meaning in this game. Now, what I want you to do is take this game about following up with your friends, and I want you to turn it into a musical.
But that's not even.
You can make it work. I give you 3 minutes. Take all different aspects. You know what you did, and remember, iterate certain things. Make sure certain things stand out to me, but turn it into a musical. That's good. You get a lot of points for that.
Are you ready for the dumbest thing you've ever?
All right. Anyway, go ahead. You have 3 minutes. If you go over time, you lose points.
So this is a 3-act musical, and there's 10 scenes in total. There's a couple after the third act. Act 1, setting the stage. Scene 1, opening number. Samuel, Puzzle, and Sean, each representing different facets of friendship, sing about their desires for deeper connections. They introduce the concept of friendship forged through an energetic opening song. Scene 2, Friendship Fortune. Samuel discovers the odd friendship fortune jar and shares his excitement with Puzzle and Sean. They each draw a task and sing about the task's challenges and potential rewards. Act 2, a gamified journey. Scene 3 is a collective song. The trio gathers and sings a dynamic ensemble number about collective goals. Samuel's creative spirit, Puzzle's analytical mind, and Sean's competitive nature all contribute to their shared mission. Scene 4, Initiation Day. Samuel tackles Initiation Day tasks with humor, Puzzle approaches them with logic, and Sean takes them on as challenges. They each earn double points and rewards, showcasing their diverse approaches. In Scene 5, there's a friendship montage, illustrating Samuel's artistic gestures, Puzzle's thoughtful check-ins, and Sean's online gaming sessions, all interwoven with an uplifting montage song. Act 3, Achievements and Celebrations. Scene 6, Achievements Unlocked. Samuel, Puzzle, and Sean celebrate their achievements, showcasing their unique talents. Each achievement is celebrated with a song, emphasizing their growth and camaraderie. Scene 7, Turning Point. Samuel faces a creative block that hinders his ability to complete a significant art project he committed for his friends. Puzzle inadvertently shares some unintended negative feedback while helping Samuel with his project. His candid analytical assessment, though well-intended, ends up hurting Samuel's feelings and stranding their connection. Meanwhile, Sean is overly engrossed in a competitive online gaming tournament, causing him to miss important hangouts and interactions with Samuel and Puzzle. Scene 8, Rekindling Bonds. Through heart-to-heart conversations and a touching trio, Samuel, Puzzle, and Sean strengthen their bonds. They acknowledge their diverse strengths and gain a renewed perspective. The grand finale. Scene 9, Grand Celebration. All characters come together for a grand finale. Samuel's creativity, Puzzle's intellect, and Sean's competitiveness merge in an ensemble number about the transformation of their friendships. Scene 10, Closing. The musical closes with a reprise of the opening number, Friendship Forge. The characters reflect on their journey and the connections they've built, highlighting the power of gamified friendships. Featuring Samuel, Puzzle, and Sean, bringing together catchy tunes, heartfelt ballads, and dynamic dances to tell a heartwarming story of friendship, growth, and connection through gamification. I present to you Harmony, the musical.
Oh, nice. Jolly good.
I wasn't sure what you meant by make it a musical. Were you saying make a musical about this or make the game a musical? I made a musical about the game.
that's what I wanted you to do. You included a power up in there. In that challenge section where I was getting discouraged and you were discouraging me and trying to improve me. All right, Sean. Keep it to 3 minutes.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
This is copyrighted. This is most definitely copyrighted.
So the point of this game...
I was so scared that was going to be your entire plan.
It was a parody. He can do that.
Okay.
This game is the same game, but with a twist. It's focused on the sentimental side of everyone. It follows every interaction. You keep the level progression, but this time it's more focused on memories. Every interaction, everybody bursts out into song to each other at least once, depending on how the interaction goes. The song may be a song of rage, like from the Psalms, or a song that reminds them of circumstances, like White Christmas, or it could be a love song. It could be really anything. And that is what happens. Stats are the same, except they all play out very musically. In a when you recover a friend from a disaster, it's always very, like, it's a dramatic fallout. The achievements are covered like personal achievements and self-discovery, and the times followed up are covered with sentimental songs about the past. This is Accumulato.
Very good. I liked that you changed it so that it had more of a song-themed title. Nostalgia. I got that was there. That's a new form. That's another form.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
of
about
life
that.
improvement. It's a good thing. It makes life good. Puzzle did do better on that round.
Yep.
All
I
right.
thought so.
Now, hold on.
It's just a fact. Don't let it hurt your feelings, son. I'm just
It's
the
just
fact that I'm better at everything because I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
I just have to be better at everything.
Uh-huh.
I just have to be better at everything. Am I being offensive to my own culture?
You are going to make an ad with a very, very small allusion to the fact that this game includes a little Easter egg where you can watch the whole thing as a musical.
So we're going back to the initial game.
We're going back to the initial game.
We're
You are
mention
going
the
to
musical.
advertise the game, but you are going to include in your advertisement, putting just enough emphasis that this is also a musical. Ready? You have 3 minutes. Okay, you guys about ready?
I'm almost there.
You don't want to get
Same.
negative points now.
I'm really close.
Okay.
All right, Puzzle. Puzzle, what is your game? Or what is your ad?
Here we go. Get ready for an epic journey of friendship and harmony. Introducing Friendship Forge. Are you ready to embark on an extraordinary adventure that will strengthen your friendships like never before? Welcome to Friendship Forge, where bonds are transformed into unforgettable melodies. Discover the magic of Friendship Forge. With Gamer's Delight, unite your gaming passion with Sean's competitive spirit. Dive into the ultimate friendship challenge as you and your friends team up to conquer quests and collect rewards. Puzzle challenges. Explore the world of puzzles challenges that will test your why do I write words I can't pronounce? Camaraderie and unite your strengths. Can you solve the puzzles of friendship and unity? Colorful connections. Join Samuel as he paints the canvas of friendship. Join Samuel as he pants. Colorful connections. Join Samuel as he paints the canvas of friendship with his vibrant daily interactions. Each connection becomes a stroke of unity and joy, creating a masterpiece of companionship. Engage in the adventure of a lifetime. Number 1, Friends Fortune. Create a collection of heartwarming tasks that will enhance your friendship in ways you've never imagined. From sharing treasured memories to recommending your favorite books and movies, the possibilities are endless. Each day, let fate guide you as you randomly select a friendship fortune task to complete. The thrill of surprise and excitement will keep you eagerly anticipating each interaction. Earn points and tokens as you complete these tasks, contributing to your overall rewards and bringing you one step closer to the ultimate Friendship Forge victory. Number 2, collective rewards.
Gather your friends and form a powerful alliance, united by the desire to gamify your interactions. Set collective goals that ignite your competitive spirits and strengthen your connections. When your group successfully achieves these goals, each member will reap the rewards of victory. A virtual group activity, a special badge, or bonus points will be yours to celebrate and share. Number 3, initiation. Dedicate a day each week to tackle those necessary yet often overlooked tasks that maintain the magic of friendships. Initiation Day is your opportunity to reignite the spark. Earn double points and unique rewards for completing these tasks on Initiation Day. Transform mundane duties into exciting endeavors that contribute to your friendship-formed triumph. Are you ready to forge unbreakable bonds? Immerse yourself in the captivating world of Friendship Forge, where every challenge, every task, and every reward brings you closer to an unmatched symphony of unity and harmony. Join the adventure of a lifetime. Friendship Forge awaits.
Sweet.
Nice.
You kind of alluded to the musical aspect, so it's like you could have kind of a visual there without quite saying what is this like, wait, when
Why
does
are they
that
dancing
happen?
on a stage?
Exactly. You're like, wait, when does that happen? And it makes people want to play the game. So really good delivery puzzle.
By the way, since neither of you guys look at the analytics, or I don't even know if you guys have access to the analytics, we are growing.
We are?
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
That's
Good.
pretty cool.
We're getting pretty close to ambassador ads, where sponsors reach out to us and we record ads with our own flair.
Nice.
Or we have a loose script that we have to follow, but we get to go off script if we want to.
Ooh.
So,
And they get featured on other people's podcasts.
Nice.
wow.
There's a poll. If you're listening to this on Spotify, there is a poll so you can vote and determine whether my judgment was right when I say that so-and-so won this. Like, you're like, no way, he didn't. Like, I didn't see your score system, but I liked these games so much more. This guy was he knew what he was doing, So you can do that. You can participate. You can vote. Sometimes we have a few different options on the voting, but you should check it out underneath this episode in the show notes on Spotify exclusively. And you can also say what gamified solution you would come up if you were a co-host. So anyway, that's important to know. Sean, you are probably desperate to share your ad.
I'm ready. Scene opens, floating in a galaxy sky. Who are you? Blackness. Some say you are what you do or what you think. Boom! Immerse yourself in the story of your own. A story of hate and love through fire and flood. Grow in your abilities and social maturity while embarking into the deep recesses of interpersonal drama, singing the tunes of humanity in your heart, weathering the storms, growing into who you want to be. This is Accumulato. Reforge your bonds, create your circles.
Nice.
Wow.
That was very brief. You still have a very good emphasis on power-ups. I mean, you got to admit that too,
Cool.
Puzzle.
Overcoming obstacles.
He's really paid attention to changing who you are as an important thing. Not changing who you are.
Don't be yourself. You can be better.
Character customization.
Right.
Making,
realizing,
leaning into the good parts of yourself.
Yeah. You were really paying good attention. That was a very captivating opening. And you also kind of showed that there will be a musical aspect to the game as well. So that was really
by
good.
the way, I wanted to say that you unlock various forms of the musical based on every time you get a certain amount of friendships that go a certain way, like reconnecting. If you get them reconnecting, you get a certain kind of the musical that ends a certain way. If you keep losing friends, then you unlock a musical where everything is sad and depressing and that sort of stuff.
Oh, cool. So whether you win or lose essentially determines how much of a comedy versus tragedy it will be.
Yeah.
Cool. And you'd have to make a musical for the way, like multi-choice path sort of thing. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, that is good. You've got that. Let's see. The moment of truth is coming up.
Okay.
The true moment. The moment where he decides who wins, but what will you decide, you beautiful listener?
Sean, when I have a job that's making me $100,000 a year and I am very rich, what if I paid you through your senior year to be my official editor as like an actual job?
That would be cool.
Because that could financially help you financially and creatively, and it would take a lot off my chest. Because I'm going to remain being creative and stuff even after I get a boring job. I hope not to get a boring job, but even if it does end up being boring, I'm going to still follow my creative endeavors.
This was a close game.
Oh boy.
I really I really wasn't sure for a while who was going to win. At the start, I thought Puzzle had just kind of given up
I thought so
entirely,
too.
and that he was going to be kind of out of the game. I was like, how am I going to have to not quite give points to Sean? But I didn't really have to hold back on giving either of you points for the sake of the other person, because you both really stepped in. So first off, round 1, we had an emphasis on just structuring the game itself, and Sean got 49 points. Puzzle got 28
points.
Just the metric, the pure metric, the scale is so different.
It's a different scale, but
yeah,
Sean, I just realized y'all work in bigger scales, so I wanted to do it too. Okay. Sean got 49 points. So the way my metric system, I want to do this without showing
just briefly
it to you.
Cover it. Briefly.
And a star, lightning bolt, those things, the kind of achievements you get. And then at the bottom, +7, because you said when you think plus, you think 7. So that was what we went with.
Okay.
But the achievements themselves were worth a certain number of points, usually 5 points each. Okay. So anyway, you ranked on the rank, and you got lots of plus points for making me interested without so much like covering those achievements.
Could you show your notes?
No,
I can't read them.
It'll give away who won.
Oh, well, that's true. Show them
away the scoring.
Show them at the end so the viewers can understand what you're talking about.
So Sean got 49 on the first round. Puzzle got 28 because Sean's game just
was better.
It was better.
He almost doubled my score.
I feel bad.
Well, actually, those were the pre-points. Those actually didn't have to do with the games that I challenged you. That was the conversation we were having at the start. So what Sean did was he had already created visuals before we even got here, because he had been doing application in his daily life, which I wanted to see. He was doing a gamified application. That's why it was so valuable. You did a gamified application.
Especially because I have a hard time with that.
You were ready with an answer. And Puzzle also had a gamified solution. It was a little more vague, and it took him a little longer to get there, but he got 28 points for that. So round 2, that's when we started the game. Sean got 82 points. Puzzle got 48. So I thought, oh shoot. At this point, Sean got 82, Puzzle got 46. So I thought, okay, at this point, Puzzle's out of the game. Like, he's only getting half the points Sean is consistently. But then the musical point, Sean, Puzzle had a musical. It was like I almost heard a preview for the whole musical. I kind of saw a structure. I was like, okay, there's a whole solid musical.
And it's like a story.
We like things that are about us, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we represent all 3 possible customizations of humans. We are all 3 possible humans. You are somewhere in between 1 or 2 of us 3.
The dynamics of humanity. That actually jumped Puzzle way ahead. On the musical front, Sean got 33 because he didn't exactly have a musical, but he had a concept. He said how to play the musical.
Yeah.
And Puzzle had a musical. So Sean got 33. Puzzle got 85. Oh! So again, you jumped a bit. So y'all
this is like a trampoline battle where we're stealing each other's height.
This kind of put him on the same scoreboard with Sean. And then round 4, Puzzle and Sean both came up with really good ads. Sean's was captivating. It was brief, like I wanted it to be. It didn't go much into the description of what the game was, but it was like a teaser trailer. And it really mentioned, in large part, the point.
It was basically the complete opposite of what you've ever done in the previous 7 episodes. where you just gave a good synopsis of your game and what it did without all the extra stuff.
You got 53 points for that. Puzzle got 72 points for his because let's admit that was a really good ad. Like he showed what was in it. He showed what kinds of achievements you get. He kind of gave a sneak peek that there was some aspect of musical to it. Overall, what did especially affect your points, Sean and Puzzle? The hearts, especially in the last 2 rounds. So about reiterating meaning and friendship in different ways to introduce that. Overall, Puzzle got a lot more, and I was adding like 10 to 20 extra points for when you would make it to the heart.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, overall, Sean got 217 points. And Puzzle got 231 points. so
Wow.
Puzzle won this one. I was thinking, it was really hard for me to tell who was going to win.
I'm sure the audience completely agrees with you and won't be going down to the polls and vehemently voting for Sean and saying, justice for Sean, he should have won. Definitely not. The audience is not going to do that.
We're just going to do justice for whoever. Oh,
essentially, it looked like stars, lightning bolts, hearts. I knew that this was going to have more significance, so we were getting 5s on here. Second round, it was all the same. You get 5s for any achievement, 7 for any extra points, things that, alliteration, things that stood out to me, little quirks or cool things that made it colorful, made it more visual for me. Those kind of points you would get. But then each round the hearts are worth more. So first round they were worth 5 like everything else. Second round they were worth 10. Last round they were worth 20. And I think you can see why that helped Puzzle win because he was 5, 10, 15, 10, 20, 20,
But mine was so emotional.
It was emotional. That was overall very important. But to reintroduce it, it's like
bring it back in.
It's sort of like my punch was really strong, or but did you give me a second punch?
I punched you 3 times.
I made a really good sandwich, but I also made dessert. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Puzzle came in with courses.
You just reminded me that someday we're going to be gamifying making a sandwich.
We're also going to be gamifying church at some point. We're going to be gamifying politics.
I was looking at the wheel on Thursday. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be something.
We're going to gamify grocery shopping. I mean,
I'm looking forward to that. Grocery stores are evil, horrible places meant to trap you there as long as possible, keeping all the most important stuff in the back, catching your eye on all the most useless things, just so that the greedy corporation can suck the soul and money out of you.
I watch him spend his money on Thursdays when we go to the grocery store and make food.
Whew.
And that's just us getting the stuff that we needed. Imagine grabbing something that catches your eye and just dropping it in the cart without thinking. That's what grocery stores are designed for, because they put the milk and the dairy and the cheese and the meat in the back. So you have to pass all of the eye candy on your way there.
So Puzzle, any last words you want to give about your great victory?
I am a great victor. Thank you, Sir Samuel, for looking at my game and saying, "Oh yes, you are the one who is the chosen one. You shall be the host of the next episode."
Thank you.
I'm not done. Silence, peasant. I look forward to hosting with a regal reign the next episode. You will not know what's coming. You know what happened last time I hosted. You better prepare your pants.
You just never know what to expect. We could all be dressed up Christmassy again.
Except for Sean.
Thank you guys for learning the value of making your life a little better. You've improved your life a little bit. Your life can get a little better if you follow up with your friends, follow up with people in your life, whether they're important, whether you've not thought of them in a while, whether they're very difficult to connect to. It feels good to reconnect.
Keep those account cards.
And make a friendship fortune jar.
You can follow Puzzle at PuzzleMTM on YouTube and every other platform. You can follow Sean on 10 Tiny Potatoes. You can follow me on YouTube at Moser Meadows Records and TikTok, same name, Moser Meadows Records, or on Instagram, Samuel Claus Tuner, and see what else we do. Thank you for joining us on Gamify This. Next week we're going
Spread
to
the
be
word
coming
of the
back with a
podcast.
spread the word. Tell people, rate us, give us a 5-star review, make up for that mess up where someone accidentally gave us a 4-star review.
Check out those polls.
Always keep your life being like a game, and come back next time for our next gamified solution. And as we always say at the end of each of these episodes, game over.
Next time on Gamify This.
A cowboy comes by with 2 eyes, consecutive nose, regular mouth, all that stuff, but he's green. Shoot him! He's an alien. Level 3. Delete your phone.
What is happening? What is all that? I don't understand. Do you? Well, you better tune in next time on Gamify This as we unpack the mysteries of whatever that topic is next week on Gamify This on Spotify and YouTube at Gamify This.